The American auto industry is on high alert this morning as the United Auto Workers Union is threatening to strike against the big three. You've got Ford Motors, GM, and also Stellantis. Now, if a deal is not reached by midnight, Union President Shawn Fain said more than 140,000 members across the country would be instructed to strike suddenly at, quote, strategic and targeted auto plants. This, a dark cloud hanging over what should be a time of celebration. You've got the 2023 North American International Auto Show. That is where we find our Kelsey Kernstein in Detroit, watching over both of these things. Kelsey, I imagine the mood there is interesting at this time.
You know, Marky, it's really getting down to the wire, just 15, 16 hours to reach an agreement. And here at the auto show, it is interesting to point out, it's been less about the big reveals, less about the biggest, newest cars soon to be on the market, and more about where are the profits going.
Across the U.S., Canada, Mexico, everywhere we go, we are having our best calendar year-to-date sales in our history.
General Motors touting record sales Wednesday at the 2023 Detroit Auto Show. United Auto Workers calling it a slap in the face as negotiations are ongoing with Ford, GM, and Stellantis.
We got to flip the script on its head and ask why these CEOs have, 3, 4 homes, private jets, and boats, but yet most American working class people can't even get by.
More than 140,000 workers across the country could walk off the job if a deal is not reached by midnight.
Everybody has a family. You've got kids, you've got grandkids, and this is all to help support them.
Hugh McKinney has been working for General Motors for more than 48 years. He says he's given his life to the job, just like his co-worker, Christopher Aldalian.
I've been here 40 years. I have 2 sons that work here, one for General Motors, one for Aramark, the third party.
These workers, like thousands of others, say they're proud of what they do, building cars for the American people, for what they call some of the best automakers in the world. But they say they feel shortchanged.
Basically, they're not bargaining in good faith, as far as we're concerned. Some of the issues that they've addressed, they really have offered us a pittance of what we're asking for.
The United Auto Workers are fighting for immediate double-digit wage increases, the elimination of tiered payment systems, and restoring cost of living allowance to fight against inflation. A 32-hour work week has also been discussed. The union president told members Wednesday night a deal doesn't look likely.
We are preparing to strike these companies in a way they've never seen before.
One of the big 3 automakers responding to the looming strike with a statement reading in part, "Our focus remains on bargaining in good faith to have a tentative agreement on the table before today's deadline. The future for our represented employees and their families deserve nothing less." But these workers say they won't back down for anything less than what they're asking for.
You only fight for the rights that you want to keep, and I want to keep all of them. So I've been ready. I've been staying ready, and I hope the rest of America will get ready with us so they can fight for their rights in their workplaces as well, because we all deserve dignity.
If a strike does take place, the union says this could be one of the biggest we have ever seen in the auto industry. And they're also using, if a strike takes place, they're using a gradual escalation process called a stand-up strike. It means that some of these workers, they'll go to the job on an expired contract, while some of them are going to take the picket lines.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.